I was expected to be my sister's surrogate without consent, so I faked my medical records. My mother scheduled me for routine blood work that turned out to be fertility testing. When I saw the doctor's notes, I realized they were planning to make me carry my sister's baby without even asking me first. I come from a family where women's bodies have never truly belonged to them. My grandmother had 8 children because my grandfather wanted a large family. My mother gave up medical school because my father needed a stay-at-home wife. My older sister Claire underwent 3 rounds of IVF because her husband demanded a biological child last month. Her voice cracked as she told me, "The doctors say my uterus can't sustain a pregnancy." I felt genuinely terrible for her. Despite our differences, she'd wanted to be a mother her entire life. 2 days later, my mother insisted I come home for Sunday dinner, an unusual since they barely acknowledged my existence since I moved to the city for college instead of marrying my high school boyfriend. During dinner, they kept bringing up how similar Claire and I looked, how we had the same build. Mom mentioned 3 times how family helps family no matter what. Something felt off. When everyone was busy with dessert, I snuck into my father's home office and checked his calendar. There it was minus Emma fertility screening, 10 a.m. Tuesday, followed by consult with Dr. Patel re-surrogacy options. My hands shook as I took photos of the calendar. They were planning to use me as Claire's surrogate without even discussing it with me. Just expecting I'd give up a year of my life, risk my health and hand over a baby I carried because family helps family. The next morning, my mother texted, "Made you a doctor's appointment, just routine blood work, pick you up at 9:30 tomorrow." I canceled my work meetings and spent hours researching medical conditions that would make surrogacy dangerous. When we arrived at the clinic, I asked to speak to the doctor alone. I showed her fabricated medical records, indicating I had a heart condition that would make pregnancy life-threatening. I'd spent all night creating them on my laptop. The doctor looked concerned and said she needed to run additional tests. Of course, I said. But first, can you tell me exactly what tests were originally ordered today? She glanced at her computer. Comprehensive fertility screening. Are you planning to become pregnant soon? No, I said quietly. I am not. And I didn't authorize these tests. 2 hours later, my mother was screaming in the parking lot while Claire sobbed in the passenger seat. How could you be so selfish? It's just 9 months of your life. She's your sister. I walked away as she yelled, "You'll regret this. Family is all you have in the end." 3 months later, I moved across the country for a job opportunity. Claire and her husband are now considering adoption. My mother hasn't spoken to me since that day in the parking lot. Sometimes I feel guilty for the medical records deception, but then I remember they didn't even plan to ask my permission before using my body in my family. Saying no cost you everything, but owning my body, that's something I'll never regret.